Imagine getting $10,000 a month in passive income without lifting a finger by the time you're 40. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the kicker. Some people are doing it with dividend stocks, while others swear by rental properties. So, which one gets you to that dream faster? Dividends or rent? Today, we're diving into the ultimate showdown, dividends versus rent, which builds passive income faster for early retirement. Stick around, because I'm about to reveal secrets that could change your financial future forever, with 3 jaw-dropping twists you won't see coming. Let's start with the big question. How do you build a money machine that pays you month after month, year after year, without you slaving away at a 9 to -5? The problem is, everyone's talking about passive income, but nobody tells you which path gets you there quickest. Dividends, those sweet cash payouts from stocks or rent, the money you collect from tenants, both promise financial freedom, but here's the mystery. One of these can get you to your goal years faster than the other, while the wrong choice could leave you stuck, stressed, or even broke. So, what's the real deal? Let's break it down. First, let's talk dividends. Picture this. You buy shares in a company like Coca-Cola or Apple, and every few months they send you a check just for owning their stock. It's like getting paid to hold a golden ticket. The average dividend yield for solid companies is about 3 to 5% a year. So, if you invest $100,000 in a stock with a 4% yield, you're pocketing $4,000 a year, $333 a month without doing a thing. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the first twist. You don't need a fortune to start. You can buy dividend-paying ETFs, like the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, for as little as $50. That means even if you're starting with pocket change, you can get in the game. The catch: it takes time to scale up. To hit $5,000 a month in dividends, $60,000 a year, you'd need about $1.5 million invested at 4%. That's a lot of cash, and for most of us, it's not sitting in a bank account waiting to be spent. Now, let's flip to rentals. Imagine owning a cozy apartment in a hot neighborhood. Every month your tenant hands over $2,000 in rent. After expenses like taxes and maintenance, you might clear $1,500. That's real money, and it feels more tangible than stocks, right? A $300,000 property with a 5% net rental yield gives you $15,000. A year, $1,250 a month. Scale that up to 3 properties, and you're looking at $3,750 a month. Not bad, but here's the second twist. Rentals aren't as passive as they seem. Tenants can be a nightmare. Think late-night calls about a leaky pipe or months of vacancy, eating into your profits. And unlike stocks, you can't just sell a house in a day if you need cash. So, while rentals sound like a steady paycheck, they come with headaches that dividends So, which one's faster? Let's run the numbers. Say you're 30 years old, starting with $10,000, and you can save $1,000 a month with dividends. You invest in a stock or ETF with a 4% yield. And let's assume the stock grows 7% a year, which is the historical average for the S&P 500, reinvesting those dividends. Your money compounds like a snowball rolling downhill. After 10 years, your $10,000 plus $1,000 monthly contributions could grow to about $180,000, spitting out $7,200 a year in dividends, $600 a month. Not enough to retire, but it's a start. Now, rentals. With that same $10,000, you might use it as a down payment on a $100,000 property, assuming a 5% net yield after expenses. That's $5,000 a year, $416 a month right away. Plus, if the property appreciates 3% a year, it's worth $134,000 in 10 years. And you're still collecting rent. Rentals seem to take the lead early on, don't they? But hold on, there's a catch. Here's the third twist, and it's a game changer. Dividends can outpace rentals over time because of compounding and scalability. With stocks, you can keep reinvesting dividends, buying more shares without lifting a finger. Rentals? You're stuck waiting for enough cash to buy another property. And each one adds more work, more tenants, more repairs. Let's fast forward. 20 years with the same setup, $10,000 initial investment, $1,000 a month saved. In the dividend portfolio, assuming 7% growth and 4% yield, you're looking at about $615,000. Generating $24,600 a year, $2,050 a month. With rentals, if you buy one $100,000 property every few years, you might own 3 properties by year, 20, worth $400,000 total, generating $15,000 a year, $1,250 a month after expenses. Dividends pull ahead because you can scale without the logistical nightmares of managing multiple properties. But wait, there's more. Rentals have a secret weapon: leverage. Imagine you use a mortgage to buy that $100,000 property with just $20,000 down. Your $5,000 annual rent is now a 25% return on your $20,000, not 5%. That's huge. But here's the flip side. Leverage is a double-edged sword. If the housing market crashes or your tenant bails, you're still on the hook for that mortgage payment. Dividends. No debt, no drama. You just sit back and let compounding work its magic. So, rentals can sprint ahead early with leverage, but dividends are the marathon winner for building wealth with less stress. Let's talk real life for a second. Meet Sarah, 28-year-old teacher who started with $5,000. She invested in a dividend ETF, adding $500 a month. By 38, she's got $120,000, kicking out $400 a month in dividends. Not bad for a side hustle. Now meet Mike, who used $20,000 as a down payment on a $100,000 rental property. He's clearing $500 a month in rent after expenses. But last year, his tenant trashed the place, costing him $3,000 in repairs. Sarah's sleeping soundly. Mike's up at 2 a.m. dealing with contractors who's winning the passive income race. It depends on your tolerance for stress. Now, let's paint a picture. Imagine waking up every morning knowing your bank account's growing while you sip coffee. With dividends, it's like having a money tree that keeps sprouting cash. With rentals, it's like owning a farm. You get the harvest, but you're also fixing fences and chasing chickens. Which life do you want? The data says dividends are easier to scale and less risky long-term, but rentals can give you a head start if you're smart about location and financing. The real question is, how much work are you willing to put in? Here's a mind-blowing stat. A study from Yale showed that over 30 years, stocks including dividends returned 7.1% annually. After inflation, while real estate averaged 4.5%, that means $10,000 in stocks could grow to $80,000 in real terms, while the same in real estate hits $36,000. But rentals give you cash flow now, while dividends need time to snowball. So, if you're young and patient, dividends might be your rocket fuel. If you need income today, rentals could be your shortcut. Still with me? Good, because here's the ultimate secret. You don't have to choose. The smartest investors mix both. Picture this. You put 70% of your money in a diversified dividend portfolio for growth and ease, and 30% in a rental property or REIT for instant cash flow. By your 40s, you could have $1,000 a month from dividends and $1,000 from rent, covering your basics without touching your principal. That's the real path to early retirement, blending the best of both worlds. So, what's the verdict? If you want passive income, fast. Rentals with leverage can get you cash flow in months, but they're a hustle. Dividends take longer, but become a powerhouse over time with zero maintenance. Your choice depends on your starting point, your goals, and how much you hate dealing with tenants. Start small, stay consistent, and you could be the one sipping coffee on a beach while your money works for you. If this blew your mind, wait until you hear about the one investment that beats both dividends and rentals. It's coming in my next video. Drop a like if you're ready to build your money machine, and hit that subscribe button to join the financial freedom journey. See you in the next one.